काइंड ऑफ वो लाइव रिएक्शन वाली सीरीज का ही एक पार्ट है, बट ये एनालिटिक्स के साथ रिलेटेड है, तो एनालिटिक्स विद अब्दुल्ला साथ टैग है।
Data analyst, data scientist, and data engineer. Most people don't know how different they are. And if you're picking a data career, choosing the wrong one can lead to a massive waste of time and money too. And this will be the only one video you need to make sure you don't miss on the best option for you. I will cover now the differences between the roles. You will find out what each job actually does, the salary comparison, so you will see how much each role typically pays, so you know what to expect. I will cover the long-term growth, so you will learn which one offers steady opportunities for the next decade, the top tools and technologies, so I'll show you the skills you can start learning right now to make yourself stand out, and also my personal suggestion at the end. And so you will discover which one I would personally choose if I had to start over. So if any of these sounds interesting, make sure to stay with me. So my plan is to start by looking at these three data roles as if we are building a marketing strategy from the ground up, which is a proper, super practical business scenario to give you a really good understanding. And we can use the data pyramid of needs as our roadmap. So picture it like a three-layer pyramid. So first, we have the data engineer, so the bottom layer, which is infrastructure and organization. Then we have data analyst, so the middle layer, so insights and reporting. And then we have data scientist, the top layer, with prediction and optimization. So starting at the bottom of the pyramid,
थोड़ी सी इसने आगे पीछे की बातें की हैं, थोड़ा अपनी जो भी स्क्रिप्ट था, बट ये जो पिरामिड दिखाया है, इससे मैं काफ़ी हद तक एग्री करूँगा। डाटा इंजीनियरिंग जो फंडामेंटल्स हैं, फिर डाटा एनालिस्ट है, जो आपको उसकी बेसिक क्या लें उससे जो इन्फॉर्मेशन निकलती है वो बताता है, और एनालिटिक्स यानी कि रिपोर्टिंग वगैरह करता है, और फिर डाटा साइंस जो है वो फिर उसका टॉप लेयर है, यानी उसकी प्रेडिक्शंस वगैरह फ्यूचर के लिए। तो ये मोर और लेस चीज़ इसकी थीम चल रही है फिलहाल। अभी देखते हैं कि डाटा इंजीनियरिंग कोई आगे कैसे एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है।
we have the data engineer. This is the person who makes sure you can actually use the data in the first place. Think of them like the city planner and construction crew for your marketing data. They are the ones who connect all the roads, lay down pipelines, and keep the traffic flowing smoothly. And so in our marketing example, let's say that your company runs ads on Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. The data engineer sets up pipelines to pull data from each of these platforms, clicks, impressions, cost, into a central database or data warehouse like Snowflake or BigQuery. They will handle tasks like cleaning up messy data. Maybe your ad IDs and campaign names don't match across different platforms, or setting up automatic jobs that run nightly. So when you start your morning, all the fresh data is already there. And again, to give you a practical idea, a typical day might start with checking logs to see if last night pipelines ran successfully. If something broke, maybe Facebook changed its API, your data engineer fixes that fast so that the marketing team is not left in the dark. In the afternoon,
मीनवाइल हम ये भी देख लें कि हम लाइव चल भी रहे हैं कि नहीं। अगर कोई लाइव स्ट्रीम ज्वाइन करता है तो फीडबैक दे दें आवाज़ वगैरह के लिहाज से, आवाज़, वीडियो, और जो एक्चुअल जिस वीडियो की बात कर रहा हूँ वो आप देख पा रहे हैं कि नहीं, पता चले वो नज़र ही ना आ रही हो, उसकी आवाज़ ही ना आ रही हो। चलें खैर, मैं तो सुन लूँगा।
they might optimize data storage so everything runs faster, or spin up a new cloud service to handle a sudden spike in ad traffic. And so why matters? Well, because without proper data plumbing, nobody else in the company can do their job effectively. No reliable data means no meaningful analysis or predictions. Climbing up to the middle of the pyramid, we find the data analyst, the person who turns all that freshly collected data into digestible insights for the marketing team. Think of them as your translator and storyteller, bridging raw numbers and actual business decisions. And so again, in our marketing example, let's say the CMO, which is the Chief Marketing Officer, wants to know how much each platform contributes to lead generation. The data analyst hops into a tool like Tableau, Power BI, or Looker, connecting to that central database that data engineers set up. They will clean up some inconsistency or outliers like campaigns with zero spend or accidental double counting, and build dashboards that compare cost per click, conversion rates, and overall ROI by channel. A typical day might include pulling fresh data to see if yesterday's email campaign performed better than your usual ads, then meeting with stakeholders to say, hey, we spent 20% more on Facebook last week, but we got 40% more leads. So let's double down on that next month. And so why it matters? Because the data analyst translates raw data into actionable insights. They tell you which marketing channels are worth your money and which ones need a reboot. Finally, at the top of the pyramid, we have the
क्या समझे?
data scientist, the forward thinker who uses advanced techniques to predict future outcomes and discover hidden patterns. If the analyst is describing the past and present, the scientist is all about shaping and predicting the future. Again, in our marketing example, suppose the marketing team wants to predict which leads are most likely to turn into paying customers. The data scientists gather historical data, maybe from our CRM, about leads and their behaviors. Did they open certain emails? What pages did they visit? Did they attend any webinars? And then they build a predictive model in Python using libraries like scikit-learn or maybe a cloud-based service to score each lead. That way, sales can prioritize the hottest leads. A typical day might start with checking how last night model deployment performed. If the accuracy decreased, they will investigate if new data is messing up the model or if the models is just getting stale. Then they might meet with the data engineer to make sure all the relevant features like click timestamps, page visits are flowing in properly. And in the afternoon, they can test new algorithms or refine hyperparameters to have a few more percentage points in the model accuracy. So why it matters? Because the data scientist helps you stay ahead of competition by using data not just to explain what happened in the past, but to forecast what's coming next and that's how to act. So hopefully this shows you how this is all connected. This is one continuous flow. The data engineer ensures the raw data from all those ad platforms and CRM tools lands neatly and reliably in your system every day. Data analyst grabs that organized data, build reports, and shows the marketing team where you're winning or losing. And the data scientist takes it a step further, using those insights and that clean data to build models that predict future performance or pinpoint your highest values leads. And when this pyramid works well, you get a steady pipeline of fresh, reliable data, which is from the engineers. Then you have clear dashboards and insights that shape everyday decisions. So that's from the analyst, and powerful predictions that keep you ahead of the which are the scientists. Together, they transform raw numbers into real-world business teams, especially deeper technical background. You can think of advanced programming, machine learning, or large-scale data architecture. And this generates on one important point, which is industry confusion. So don't have the infrastructure ready for machine learning projects. So that person ends up doing mostly basic reporting tasks. So another company might hire a data scientist with actually building cutting-edge AI models full-time. It all comes down to how each company structures and name its roles, which is why it's crucial to look past the job title and dig into the actual tasks and expectations.
JD,
All
job
three roles,
description.
data engineer, data analyst, and data scientist, are incredibly valuable and can lead to fulfilling careers. Each involves a unique blend of skills and interests. However, if I have to bet on one for the future, and this might be controversial, and I would love to know what you think in the comments, I would lean towards the data analyst role. The reason is simple. Analysts often act as the bridge between raw data and decision makers, which puts them in a prime position to communicate insights, influence strategy, and directly shape business outcomes. Data scientists and data engineers might be at the cutting edge of technical innovation, which is awesome, but they can sometimes feel a step removed from the urgent day-to-day needs of executives and stakeholders. Plus, as AI continues to evolve, many of the purely technical or repetitive data tasks may become more automated, while the data analyst role, communicating with real people, spotting context-specific trends, and translating data into meaningful action, might be harder for AI to fully replicate. If you love both the numbers and the human side of business, the analyst role could offer the best balance of impact and job security in this rapidly changing landscape. Again, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments down below. And there you have it, a simple guide on all you need to know about the 3 most in-demand data roles out there. As always, if you found at least one useful information in this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that I can help you my data analytics master course in the video description. We have hundreds of students who love it, and the only person you need is the player with prediction and optimal here. So insights and reporting. And then we have data scientists, the top layer with prediction strategy from the ground up, which is a proper, super practical business scenario to give you a really good understanding. And we can use the data pyramid of needs as our roadmap. So picture it like a 3-layer pyramid. So first, we have the data engineer, so the bottom layer, which is infrastructure and organization. Then we have data analyst, so the middle layer, so insights and reporting. And then we have data scientist, the top layer, with prediction and optimization. So starting at the bottom of the pyramid, we have the data engineer. This is the person who makes sure you can actually use the data in the first place. Think of them like the city planner and construction crew for your marketing data. They are the ones who connect all the roads, lay down pipelines, and keep the traffic flowing smoothly. And so in our marketing example, let's say that your company runs ads on Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. The data engineer sets